coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Huntington Bank Field. Pierre Strong on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Bulldogs. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. From the shotgun, here's Watson. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. A dive, and he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, this is Strong. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And that's not going to yield a whole lot, up to about the 28-yard line. Once again, it's Chubb. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. Off play action, here's Watson. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. We are through one. It's the Colts out to the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. First and 10. Now it's Watson. That's complete. It's Cedric Tillman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
11 yards on the pass there. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watson to throw again. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Throwing again is Watson. This one caught at the 4.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll run with Chubb. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
Get it? Tap the 60, tap the 60.
They go right back to Taylor. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Hurt.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
Okay, ready? Ready, line. Go.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on. Hey. Ready?
A 2nd down throw for Richardson.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
On first down, it's Richardson. He's got the big man, Mo Alley Cox. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That is caught at the 3. And he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson going deep downfield for Judy. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. A play fake. Now Watson to throw, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Josh Downs now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he will go all the way. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Richardson and the Colts come to the line. They'll try to tack on 2 more. They'll give this one to Taylor, running right.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
On the return, this is strong. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. You get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle. Watson going to give it to Chubb. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. 3rd down, 3 to go. Play action. Watson. Backs to the open man. It's Tillman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On play action, it's Watson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. They snap it to Watson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of shotgun, Richardson. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to be taken down here. The defense comes up with a sack on the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Round 7.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap to Watson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Cleveland Browns.
To the air again, Watson. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on second down is Watson. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now, first and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Browns.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion. Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Let's go now.
Richardson gonna look to throw. He's gonna keep it himself.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
50, 50. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. He'll run again.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
Press all 80.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. They work forward only to about the 18. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They're able to get the job.